I literally have no idea how I'm gonna do my makeup for my senior photos because of my acne. Baddie, no more stressing. You have come to the right place, because today I'm going to show you exactly how I got this photo proof, flashback proof, timeless makeup look perfect for your senior photos and literally anytime you're going to take a picture, literally ever. That's not going to trigger your acne or emphasize your texture. So grab that makeup bag and let's get into it. Now, the one primer I will actually recommend to all my acne baddies for pictures is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur. And while my primer is setting, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows really quick, starting with gelling them up with the NYX brow glue. And then I'm just going to clean up the bottom of my brows with the NARS Pot Concealer. And baddies, make sure you blend everything you put on your face. The number one complexion product I will recommend if you're an acne baddie about to take some pictures, the Kylie Cosmetics Skin Tint. Yes, I'm aware that this is my winter shade. I will fix it with some bronzer, okay? And for cream bronzer, obviously, Rare Beauty, hello. As someone who literally takes pictures like there's no tomorrow, trust me when I say this is my go-to bronzer. A little trick I like to do whenever I feel like my bronzer or contour is a little too harsh is I'll take the brush I use to blend out my foundation. Don't add any more foundation to it, just with like the excess. I go in around my bronzer and it helps so much with making your bronzer more seamless. And then for blush, obviously Rare Beauty Soft Pinch, hello, like what else would I be using? Next for concealer, obviously NARS Pot Concealer. There's literally no other concealer I recommend more for my acne baddies. And I just put the concealer in all these places and then I blend it out with a brush. And now we're getting into our powder territory. If you over powder your face, you're going to emphasize your texture. So be very strategic and intentional when applying your powders. Starting first with our setting powder, I'm using the Huda Beauty in the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. And I'm almost like blending it into my under eye, if that makes any sense. And I'm just putting this everywhere I put concealer and nowhere else. Next for powder bronzer, obviously using my Juvia's Place in the shade Tan and doing these light tapping motions everywhere I put my cream bronzer and nowhere else. Now for the eye look, you always want to do something that fits your eye shape, but that's also timeless and cunty. So I'm going to show you my eye look that photographs it very well. So I just start off first with bronzer on the lid. And then I like to take a little bit of shimmer onto my lid. My favorite one to use is the Say Quartz Glow. I love to use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio in the shade Bold Brown to do a tiny little brown baby wing. And I like to also round out my inner corners to add a little bit more dimension. And then we're going to top it off with a good mascara, the Jones Road Durr. Obviously just filling in any sparse areas my brows have with the NYX Bladen shade. Next for powder blush, obviously using Makeup by Mario in the shade Poppy Pink to just lightly tap into everywhere I put that cream blush. And then for highlight, y'all, this is actually very important. You do not want anything that's going to be chalky, pasty, or streaky. So I'm going to put you on the baddest of all time, greatest highlight known to women, Say Quartz Glow. Now for the lip combo, we're going to mix two of my favorite lip liners, the NYX in the shade Brown and the Makeup by Mario in the shade Rich Moss, the Rare Beauty Lip Oil, and I'm using the shade Serenity. All that's left to do is to fuse all this in place to make it look like one cohesive layer of makeup. And the best thing to do that with is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray, hello. And just like that, baddies, you have camera ready makeup that's perfect for your acne skin, period. And you look like a baddie all in one. Anyways, baddies, this is the final look. I really hope this video was helpful, and don't forget to send this to an acne prone baddie friend so we can be acne prone baddies together. Bye!